Hi there, in this lecture we are going to talk about CBO, which stands for Campaign Budget Optimization. In order to understand the CBO, let's take a look about how it worked before Facebook decided to introduce this new feature. So in 2017 and before, advertisers chose the objective of the campaign at the campaign level, and they assigned the budget for each ad set. Let's say you want to sell a product, so you create a campaign with conversion as objective. Your target audience is located in 3 countries: USA, France, and India. So you create 3 ad sets, the first one to target the USA, the second one to target France, and the third one to target India. And you need to assign a budget for each ad set. Let's assign $20 per day for the first one, $15 per day for the second one, and $5 per day for the third one. In this configuration, you have the control on the budget spent for each ad set. Then you have the possibility to create 3 different ads for each ad set. What will happen in this case is that Facebook will decide the amount of money to spend on each ad. For example, for the first ad set, Facebook could decide to spend $15 on the first ad, $4 on the second ad, and $1 on the third one. Of course, it's not a random decision that Facebook takes. Facebook assigns a budget for each ad in order to make maximum results. Some advertisers use this method in order to compare their ads and see which one is performing better, and it could work for you. But I personally had little success with this. So if I have 3 ads and I don't know which one is better, I prefer to create 3 ad sets and put only 1 ad in each one. This way, I have the control on the amount of money spent on each ad. And if I see an ad performing poorly, I kill it manually. Because sometimes Facebook could go extreme and allocate 95% of the budget on one ad. So you should know that before 2017, you precised the budget only on the ad set level. On the 8th of November 2017, Facebook introduced the Campaign Budget Optimization, or the CBO, which allows Ads Manager to optimize a campaign even further by deciding how to divide the budget between ad sets, not just ads. Let's check the definition of CBO given by Facebook. Campaign budget optimization is a way of optimizing the distribution of a campaign budget across your campaign ad sets. This means Facebook automatically and continuously finds the best available opportunities for results across your ad sets and distributes your campaign budget in real time to get those results. This option was optional, so at the campaign level, you can choose to use the CBO or not. This means that instead of us dedicating the ad set budget and how much we want to spend for each target, we'll simply tell Facebook how much budget we have for the entire campaign, and the algorithm will distribute it as it sees fit. So let's go back to our first example. If you choose to run the campaign using CBO, instead of telling Facebook to allocate $20 for USA, $15 for France, and $5 for India, you would assign a budget of $14 for the whole campaign. And let Facebook decide how he will distribute it in a way to maximize the conversion you asked for. For example, Facebook could decide to allocate $5 for USA, $15 for France, and $20 for India, and he always keeps adjusting in order to get maximum conversions. For example, if he saw that Indian audience is saturated and the cost of purchase is increasing, he decreases the budget of India and allocates more budget to France and USA. In addition, you have some control. For example, you can tell Facebook the minimum and the maximum budget you want to spend on each audience. For example, you can tell Facebook to spend minimum $2 per day on the Indian audience and maximum $10 per day. Let's sum up before we continue. If you want to have full control on the budget for each ad set, you have to use the classic method. But if you want Facebook to decide how much to spend on each ad set, you should work with CBO. A recent decision by Facebook to make it mandatory for selected accounts starting September 2019 has put campaign budget optimization in the spotlight. So for some accounts, starting September 2019, the CBO is mandatory and those accounts must choose CBO. If you are one of them and you still want to have control on your budget for each ad set, don't worry, I have two solutions. Let's suppose you want to create 3 ad sets and allocate $10 per day for each one, and you must choose CBO. My first solution consists of creating 3 campaigns, 1 ad set for each campaign, and put $10 as a budget for each campaign. Since each campaign has only 1 ad set, then all the budget goes to this ad set. My second solution consists of creating 1 campaign with $30 per day budget and creating 3 ad sets inside of this campaign. And for each ad set, you have to add spending limits as I showed you before. And for each ad set, you have to add spending limits as I showed you before. You have to precise the minimum spending as $9 and the maximum spending as $12. This way, each ad set will get an average $10 per day budget. So after understanding the CBO and the difference with the classic method, I will share with you the method I use myself in my business. So let's say I am testing 10 ad sets. I create 10 campaigns with 10 different ad sets, 1 ad set for each campaign, and I allocate the same budget for all of them. This way, I have all the control. After testing for a couple of days, I choose the best performing ads. Let's say 3 ads performed good, so I keep them running and I kill the 7 other ads. I then create a new CBO campaign and I put those 3 ad sets in this CBO, and I increase the budget to let these 3 winning ad sets compete against each other. I know it was a very long lecture. Hope everything was clear. See you in the next one.